You know, something that I've thought about a lot is soloing over fiddle tunes, and so I mean, if you take a fiddle tune like Temperance Reel. It's like a beautiful little fiddle tune, and for instance, you know, if you're going to play that with a bunch of bluegrass guys, everybody's going to solo over it, and it's such a pretty melody that you really want to do it a good service. You know, it's sort of the more trivial the melody, the more out you can get with your soloing. But a beautiful melody really needs to be paid tribute to during the course of your improvising. So it's like, you know, one of the things that's notable is the stop right in the beginning. You know, before it goes up. You know, so that you always want to find themes. You know, you deconstruct the melody and figure out what what makes it. And I'd say that that's one of the things. So you might even just make that a theme of a solo. You know, like that would be a way to kind of go over it. Exactly. So the rhythmic thing, and then you also want to be true. Like, I hate it when I hear people, like you'd hear, and bluegrass players are some of the most guilty, you know, in all of society at this, is playing blues riffs over this kind of melody. There is no F in this melody. All right, we're in G here. This one that I have worked up and have thought about a lot recently is it's a jig, and it's, you know, it's, and you want to make sure, because they're all dances, you want to make sure that people could dance to them. That's what they're there for, you know. And if you're going to take time, then you drop people a line. You know, let people know, throw them a ladder. You know.
As you said, the classical music at that time is dance music, but it gets put in the concert hall in front of 1,000 people sitting down, and it ceases to be dance music, and the timing gets stretched out, you know, and you really sometimes feel it's being pushed too far.
Yeah, you really do. You know, and so if you're going to do it, like, I'm always amazed at, like, the way Gould stretches time is always, he's doing just that. He's throwing you a line. He's making sure that you can follow him there. You know, so it's like if you're gonna, you know, just. Because it's actually very pleasing sometimes to be, you know, sometimes it feels really good as long as you know it's coming. You've been given a hint. I've listened to a lot of stuff, and I listen really intently. I mean, I would always advise aspiring musicians to just live music, to live your life as a musician, to never turn your ears off. And to never not be practicing. You know what I mean? It's like you can go through a whole day and be practicing every single second. You don't have to have your instrument. I mean, you know, it's always nice to have your instrument on you, but some of the best practice you'll do is without it. You know, the mental game of music is significant and tough. And but to approach everything, and so anytime you hear any music during the day, you know, to be analytical about it. And I mean, it does make for sometimes a fairly depressing existence, because much of the music that you'll hear during the course of a given day is pretty bad. But to know that, and to be constantly evaluating and internalizing and learning the lessons that both good and bad music have to teach you is very important. So keep your part normal so that people can follow you. You know, and then, yeah, then let them off easy at the end. So.